Welcome to a series of podcasts from Euprime. So, what do we have today?
So, insurance. Is it really worth it considering the fact that technically they make money because the probability of us able to claim the money back is much lesser than giving the money?
So if that were to be the case, then your premiums will be pretty low. So they'll be insignificant to your lifetime's earning.
Right.
And in the off chance of you meeting with a calamity of sorts, your family will be well off for having paid a tiny penny for what they describe in statistics as highly improbable events. These do happen, and when they happen, you're able to fall back on this plan. So insurance do work. I mean, they work everywhere. You look at all the developed countries, it's mandatory to have an insurance policy. If you just land in US, you need to have an insurance policy. Otherwise, they won't even give you the visa. Developed countries are very big on insurance. Even in the US, where there is a lot of hue and cry about insurance, 90% of the populations are insured. So only it's the 10% who are not insured, for whom the fight is waging.
Are the insurance companies in India booming as much as they are like foreign?
Booming as in making profit? Not really, but they are getting along, because right now we shouldn't look at their profitability as a way to measure their business, because right now they're just expanding in India. So they have taken baby steps from the time they were given. So most of the insurance companies in India are tie-ups with Indian companies and foreign companies who have expertise in managing the insurance risk. So they've taken off and they're growing now. So if you look at year-on-year growth, there's 20 to 30% growth every year. So that's a positive sign. But the number of insured people is a tiny percentage of the overall population. So it's still a long way to go before we can assess the profitability of insurance as a sector.
Okay, and going by the insurance policies, how are we supposed to guarantee that the insurance claims that are being paid by the people who are like...
That's a promise that you make to, as an insurance company, that's a promise that you make to people that you will get your claims cleared.
Okay.
I think there's
what if they are not later on?
If they're not able to, it's because of a technical reason, or there might be some sort of an ailment for which you haven't bought the insurance, or your present insurance doesn't cover that ailment. That might be reasons for insurance claims being denied, but most often claims do go through and people do get their money.
Also, do insurance companies take up any responsibility if like really bankrupt people aren't being able to like claim their insurance? Even after they claim their insurance, they aren't still being able to pay their hospital bills.
So it's usually the prerogative. In this case, let's say you have a scenario wherein like you are insured for a certain ailment, and you end up, because of old age, having a much more cataclysmic event which would catapult you to a situation wherein you get into a territory wherein you're not covered for all the ailments. So I mean, for the ailments that you're covered, insurance policy will reimburse you. Then it's the arrangement between the hospital and the patient, and insurance company doesn't have a role. It's the prerogative of the hospital. So that's about it from us from insurance. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. I hope you can come back for more.